Hi guys, so I'm back, and so today, today, which is actually the same day, I'm just in a different location, just to kind of show you how things go behind the scene. So, back to soul psychology, which we have not talked about on Instagram, but I have talked to so many different people about in real life. I've tried to explain the three bodies that we have. Now, I learned about soul psychology when I was with a sugar daddy of mine who was a psychologist, and I lived with him, and he had all the books on, like, the human body and just the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And it wasn't all that bad. Like, at first I was like, ew, this old man, this is gross, I don't want to do this. But then I had to really get deep into, like, saving a life to really want to, like, risk myself, like give up myself and my dignity and my ego, to just be like, humble yourself. And that was what Jesus was telling me. And I was in a psych ward, and I read this book. This guy gave me this book that was talking about, like, children being put in quarantine streams, and that really broke my heart, that to the point where I was like, no, I'm gonna put myself out there. Perhaps I could be saving a child or something. So I'll tell you guys more, because this stupid video thing is like on 28, 29, 30, but it hasn't stopped yet, so I'm gonna keep going. It might stop in the middle, I'm sorry. But yeah, so you have the spirit, the soul, and the body. So you have the flesh, the spirit, and the soul. And so the spirit and the flesh are covering the most important part of the human body, which is the soul. So they're protecting the soul, and the soul part of you is God. That's the God part of you. That's the part that belongs to Him. And your property is the flesh. Now, you were given that as a gift. And your spirit is a gift as well, which nourishes the inner child, which is the soul. Now, when you get flaws such as this, and like pimples and things like that, it means that it's time for your soul to come out, to shine. So when your flesh gets beat up, your soul comes out even more, and people see your soul and your spirit. And that's how you really get to know your true colors, and you really get to love yourself even harder. And that's not even it. That's how you really, really can get like to know who loves you for who you are, or who loves you for what you look like. Because a lot of people are confused. Like, they want to hang with you because you're pretty, because you can make them a lot of money, because you can, they just want to, people don't really understand. They don't really mean to be this way, but it's the way they were raised and the way they were brought up. And so that's how, and the choices that they make. People have a choice to make. We can't blame it on everything else in the way they were raised. We get held accountable for our responsibility after the age of 12, and that's what the Bible says. So once you turn that age, you acknowledge who you are, you know your body, and you know what's wrong from right, depending again on sometimes on how you were raised. So I have, like, basically my three bodies is like the flesh is weak. So the Bible says the flesh is weak, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. So the spirit wants to do all these things, but the flesh is not prepared. So the spirit has to be patient and prepare the flesh to fly, to go through the places that the spirit wants to go. So me, for instance, I